Hey, Holotable Heroes. Welcome back. This is Shipwreck. And on to another day of Grand Arena. I'm going to jump right in. First battle is going to be against Traya with Sion, but without DN. So I'm going to throw in Thrawn with Magma Trooper. And I was debating back and forth whether I should bring a tank, but I like Tarkin for the extra turn meter removal. The battle goes pretty well. I do end up making some pretty weak mistakes, but as you'll see, it just takes a little while to wear down Sion. One of the things I want to look out for, but I think I end up doing it anyway, is using Tarkin's AoE debuffs right there, and that was a big mistake. It triggered a bunch of their turn meter. So next time I just got to remember not to do the AoE debuffs while Traya is still around. But all in all, it went pretty well. And it's nice to get this team off the table. Did a mess up there, being isolated. I should have just waited. Man, Traya hit so hard. And then I wanted to like knock Traya out. This is where I screwed up. I should have just killed her off, but I was trying to, I don't know, save Fracture, but that was a bad move. I should have killed her off and I would have had a bit more ease in finishing this up. She's just barely hanging on. I can't do enough damage. But there, finally. I'm going to try to get protection back on Tarkin, but I think I end up, I take him out quicker than I can refill his protection. And that's it. For this next fight, I'm going to bring in RJT against KRU. I want to take out Fox first. I feel he's the most dangerous as long as I can keep KRU ability blocked. This battle goes pretty easy. It's very straightforward. It's not a whole lot you need to keep out watch for. Just make sure Kylo doesn't go too crazy. Don't take away his protection before um, you can get him under control. I'm trying to control KRU's turn meter, even though he's ability blocked. I don't want him to have a turn. Also, using that ability for Rey gives turn meter, which allows me to get back to heal block quicker. So easy battle, and this should be over in just a moment. There we go. On to the next. So to clear out this top section so I can see the three squads behind it, I choose troopers. This was a real head scratcher of a defensive team to me. It must have been a mess up on my opponent's part because Jolee doesn't do really anything for this team, and he could have been very viable on a couple other teams that he placed on defense. So all I do is work down VC, and I work down Qi'ra, and then finish it off, taking out Jolee. I didn't know what else to use my troopers on last time. They failed against some Ewoks, so I'm a little gun shy, so to speak. But this goes very easy. Jolee's usually pretty tanky, but it's really not that big of a deal. Probably just should have put it on auto. That's it. I want to go through and open up the bottom section so I can see all the teams behind. So this first team I want to get rid of is just going to go after the Night Sisters. It has Nest, so usually I save Darth Nihilus and Traya for any teams with Nest. I just don't want it to cause me any issues. And this battle goes down without a hitch. As long as you isolate Mother Talzin, she can never use her cursed ability or plague ability, and the battle's very straightforward. And there goes Nest. Pretty sure I pop Mother next. It's just AV left. Easy peasy. There she goes. On to the next. Moving on, I'm going to go after this Daka team. I like to use Vader and Sidious. And Sion was probably a little bit overkill, but in this match, I really didn't want anything to go wrong. And you can see it's pretty straightforward. My Empire team melts them pretty easily. Or, I guess, Sith team, right? I want to go for Daka first, just because I know I'm usually not going to be able to take out Acolyte before she stealths. So you just gotta keep at it. Heal block really helps. Held by hatred makes it pretty easily. And that's it. One zombie's out. This match is in the books. And that's it. So it comes down to this boss team to get through this section, and I have CLS ready to go, but I review the mods, I check out Bossk, none of them are modded for tenacity, and my poe's pretty fast, but it just was not my day. I guess either RNG was bad to me or I just misjudged how much tenacity they get added, but this goes sour pretty quick. I get a few opportunities. My guys stick around for a little while, but I just can't get anything going at all. So that's disappointing. My first fail of this match. Just like every other time I'm getting an expose. It is not good enough. And there it is. I end up bailing. All right, so that didn't go well. I don't know what else to run against them, so I'm taking in CLS, and I'm hoping that there's nothing behind here that I need CLS for. As you can probably expect, this goes pretty quick. It's not a lot this team is going to do against high damage output of the CLS team. I just want to make sure I go for one at a time. Got a couple of dispels, so it's not a problem at all. That's it. This match is done in the books. So under this next battle, I didn't think that this would be a tough team, but I wanted to make sure that this was a solid win. So I'm taking in Bastila. It shouldn't be a big deal, and I end up being right. This team has 2 dispels, just in case you get stuck behind Zaalbar. I tried a stun mission, that didn't work, but I got rid of mission. And that's it, all she wrote. But even though there's no Zeta on Zaalbar, and I don't think he has any gold mods when I checked, he's a tough cookie. But this match will be over in just a moment. There it is. So I'm reviewing this team. I see that they set Elder instead of Poplu. So this makes this team much easier to deal with. I decide that I'm just going to take in my Phasma team. Should make quick work of them. So let's see how it goes. I obviously want to focus on Elder. There's no tank, so I don't have to worry about that. UX aren't the same without all their compadres. I get rid of Wicket next. That pretty much it's the end. Go a couple more turns. We're done. That's it. Now I'm just going to jump into these last battles. They shouldn't give me too much trouble. I'm going to bring Emperor Palpatine simply because he's going to just whittle these Jedi away. Makes him not a problem at all. I'm not super concerned about Anakin. He doesn't do a lot of damage, especially the way this guy has him modded. No 6-star mods. I was being a little cocky there, AoEing when they have retribution. It's not smart. There we go, Anakin's out. GK's out. Just about done here. That's all she wrote. This next match, they're not modded fast or anything like that, so I wanted to just get it over with. I figured I'd go in with Rex and Wampa, and in case things went bad, I brought in Commander Han, obviously as res, but really for cleanse. Chew through them pretty quick. Wampa's great for that, obviously. Get some more days out. And here's where that cleanse comes in. Cleanse and heal. Probably a little overkill to do that. Try to get days up. That worked. And this match is over. So my last match, I figured I would just try a mirror match. And I guess I'm getting a little cocky at this point. I thought this team would wipe the floor with their team, but either I misplayed a little bit, but I was trying to stun their Ayla and I did not check the mods. And it seemed to be working okay. And I make, a silly mistake there. I wanted Ayla to go with me to restun. So I'm not attacking her because I don't want the counterattack. But man, it keeps getting dodged and she, she's able to stun me, but I'm not able to stun her. So this doesn't go as well as I hoped it would. Finally get buffs on all of them, but again, I did not get the stun on her. Did not get the stun again. I should not have attacked her. Finally, I get another stun on her. I'm a little worried at this point, but I get the stun on Ezra. That's super helpful. So this match is almost done. And this grand arena for me is over. I just got to wait to see what my opponent does. Bummed I lost Anakin, but what are you going to do? Just hope that my opponent doesn't play as well.